POV, I'm your mother-in-law. Boy, mom, mother-in-law. Like I'm the mom of the husband. And you're married to a husband.
Ooh.
I want to make out with my son.
No!
My son. This is my son. I know, it's gross, I'm sorry, but it happens. It really does. It's not that extreme, but sometimes it actually is. I moved in a new place.
Nobody cares.
Woo, with Katie, my girlfriend. My girlfriend Katie. That's why it's been so long since I have posted. It's been like almost 2 weeks now. But I'm in a new place. This is my new office, and I'm a little mad because I put this AOT poster right behind me, and right now it's like my favorite poster, and I'm covering
Your
it.
life is so hard.
So you're never gonna see the poster unless I move around. If you want, at the end of the video, I'll do a little house tour.
No thanks.
If you guys are interested, stay till the end, guys. Stay till the guys, stay till the end and hit that subscribe. We're doing mother-in-laws. We're doing them. Yeah! We're reacting to horrible mother-in-laws. There are millions of beautiful, amazing mother-in-laws out there. There's also millions of horrible, ugly mother-in-laws out there. Ugly in here. And out here. No, guys, I'm joking. I'm too nice and humble. I don't say stuff like that. I don't judge people on their looks. I just judge them on everything else.
As you should.
My mother-in-law told me to throw my 2-day-old newborn in the rubbish. I'm sorry, why did I laugh? That's, well, is it an ugly baby? Let me preface this by saying I do not post my daughter on social media. I do not have social media and haven't had it for some time now. On the other hand, my husband's family all have social media. Okay, you're cool.
Cooler than you.
You know the middle-aged woman with the phone always at events, always on live? That is my mother-in-law. Well, 2 days after my son was born, my husband was sending photos of our brand new baby to his family group chat, which I was totally fine with. I asked my husband to please let them know I wasn't comfortable with my son's photos online. So, as I'm laying in bed, freshly sliced and diced.
Oh, grow up.
Sorry. For a second, I didn't realize. I thought that was like sexual. I was like, is that what you and your husband are doing? You're slicing and dicing each other? Whatever gets you going. But I realize now you mean post birth. So as I'm laying in bed, freshly sliced and diced, my husband starts acting funny, walking to the toilet, saying his stomach is upset and coming out with swollen eyes. I ask what is going on and he says nothing. But I know my husband, something was up. So I go on his phone and look at his group chat and I'm met with a wee novel from his mother. Wee. I'm met with a penis novel.
Oh.
No, we mean small. So my penis. Her reply to this message was to take my disgusting baby and throw him in the rubbish, and why would they even want to waste their time posting such a shitty baby? She goes on to call me a dog and say that I grew up poor. How dare I set this boundary? She then wraps it up by saying, go take your wife and your baby and put them in the toilet. Yes, there were no messages leading up to this. The specific message which was sent that she replied to said, I'm gonna send some photos, but don't post please, heart heart. So there I was, 2 days postpartum, rage crying with a baby attached to my breast and a mother-in-law across the country. There is also a reunion coming up, which is her side's reunion, and I told him, husband, that he shouldn't be comfortable sitting at a table his family are not welcome. Am I being unreasonable? Oh my. How do you hate your child's wife that much? Look, I understand you love your son and it's hard. Maybe I don't understand because I'm not a mother, so I could never understand. That's what you think. Yes, I can, because I am a mother to 2 new cats. I'll show you guys them, but not right now because it'll mess with the camera if I pick it up right now. Anyways, but the point is, just because I'm not a mom doesn't mean I can't say this is not how you treat your son's wife. What? Or your son, that's his baby too, that's your blood. Or your grandchild, it is your grandchild, you dumb fuck. All because the wife said, please don't post.
She deserved it!
You were that rage baited, that fucking mad, that the wife dared try to tell you, the mom, what to do. That you said, throw the baby in the fucking trash. Rubbish, sorry. You guys like that, my British accent?
Delete the video.
Anyways, I don't really get why you have a crush on your son so much. Obviously, it's not always a crush on the son.
Never.
It's just like this love. And it has nothing to do with having a crush. It's your love for the kid, and you don't want that love challenged. You don't want your kid to love another woman more than you, to need another woman more than you. Not in a sexual, gross way. I know I made the jokes, but honestly, just in a way where it's some other woman to depend on, to love. It's not you, the mom. That was your whole life. So I understand that is being taken away from you now, or you feel like it's being taken away from you. So you hate your son's wife and you want to sleep with your son. No, but it doesn't make it okay. Grow up. There are plenty of normal, good mother-in-laws who love the wives, the girlfriends, whatever. Obviously, I'm not married, but my mom and Katie get along great. And it's not like, oh, that's what you think. No, they just do. I would never let my mom talk down about Katie either. Absolutely not. That's another thing. He came out, I'm assuming, crying, and maybe that's why he said his stomach hurts. He was upset because she said this. That's why his eyes are swollen. He should stick up for you. This is where you never talk to her again. This is where he says to her, why don't you go in the toilet? That was good, right, guys? You're rubbish.
Yeah.
You're rubbing.
No.
I just don't get it. Like I said, if my mom said this about Katie and my baby, I'm not gonna cry. Of course, I'll be upset that she said this, and I'm not shitting on him for crying, but I'm not gonna cry. I'm going to say, literally go fuck yourself. Not literally. And don't ever talk to me again. Simple as that. Wouldn't you agree, Wilson? Yeah, so if he's not going to defend you, you got to have a serious conversation, serious reevaluation about this. I'm not pulling a Reddit or a TikTok and saying, just divorce him, leave that man. I'm saying really have a conversation with him about it, because I like to think communication is the key to a lot of things. And obviously communication doesn't always work too. So really think if you have this conversation with him and he doesn't like care or doesn't listen, then that's when you need to reevaluate this relationship. If this is what he's like now, when the mom has said a horrible thing, then it's just gonna get worse. And I'm not saying he did anything. I'm saying if he's not defending you, if he's not cutting contact, if he's not doing something about this, that's not illegal. You know, that's his baby, you're his wife. And I'm not saying he needs to fight all your battles for you. I'm saying that's his mom. He should stick up for you. And he should help you fight your battles. That's what I think. Yeah. I'm assuming a lot from just this small little post, but I really get worked up when people try to just be like so rude and think they are owed stuff and think that they have a right to be bad people. As I'm sure you know. No, you're not being unreasonable. I'm saying all this as if she's gonna like listen to me, as if she's gonna see this video 8 months ago. If she posted this, she's gonna see me and be like, you're right, I'll listen to you. I waited 8 months for this advice.
Max, thank you so much. You saved me. And he married his mom
They were
already.
meant to be.
No, okay, let's move on.
Are you wearing white to my wedding? It does matter. But I have spent so much time trying to find this dress.
Oh my god, I hated that. Already her face. I've said it before. When someone's mad and they're like, ooh. Like what are you calming yourself down? Like I guess it could be okay to do that if you're fucking like in the right, maybe. Why? Because your daughter-in-law is sticking up to you already? Because this is what you're wearing at the fucking wedding? Come on, it's just so simple. Like, you know. I feel like I don't think anyone had to teach me that wearing white at a wedding is wrong. No, obviously someone did. Obviously someone had to say it to me and I didn't always know it. But I just feel like it's also obvious. I feel like if no one told me, I would have realized one day wearing white would be weird. So even if no one ever told you, which obviously they did, you knew.
But I have spent so much time trying to find this dress.
Oh, there's no need to cry.
Don't you gaslight me?
Slap your mother-in-law.
Yes, I will, because you're wearing white on my wedding day.
Just your face.
No, get off me.
What does everyone wear to a funeral?
Just relax. Boom! Just relax. Just a boom! Ooh, did you get punched in the face? Oh, broke your nose. Oh, got your nose. Oh, the fact that she touched her, she grabbed her fucking veil. Oh my god, dude. She wants her to slap her so she can go to her son and be like, son, she hit me. Please kiss it, okay? Son, look, it's broken. No, I can't show you, but it's broken.
What does everyone wear to a funeral? Black. What difference?
It's my wedding.
What?
Well, you're not getting married to your dress. You're getting married to my beautiful son. You're lucky already. So
Oh, sorry to keep pausing it, but what did the funeral thing have to do with it? What? That's like the dress code at a funeral, right? To wear black. I mean, what does that have to do with anything? A funeral is about someone cherishing their life. It's not about stealing the attention away from them. It's about cherishing their life. Like, there isn't a chance for you to steal the attention away from them. It would just be sad.
So
if
there
you
is
did
a
that.
chance.
The funeral thing made no sense. Am I making any sense? I don't know.
matter if we wear the same colour.
I actually can't believe you. You've set me up here.
Do you want me to go and get changed?
Yes, I don't even care if you wear
I've
some
not
jeans.
got time. Let me put this
No.
straight. Honestly, look, it's all.
Honestly, I don't care about the f***ing veil. You're wearing white to my wedding, that's not fair.
I'm not being disrespectful.
Did she just go check herself out?
You're wearing white to my wedding, that's not fair.
I'm not being disrespectful.
This isn't real.
I'm not being disrespectful. You're just being so
Have you never heard that you're not
dramatic
supposed to wear white to
It's
someone
the
else's wedding?
season. Gay people get married now. People marry their dogs and cats. Do you think white
It's
matters
my wedding.
anymore?
I'm
Weddings
fine.
aren't like they used to be. I don't see what your big deal is.
You're a stupid cow.
Do you know what, mate? I won't come to the wedding. How's that? But good luck. If I don't come to the wedding, I guarantee my son won't either.
Good.
Enjoy your non-wedding.
Stupid cow is crazy. I love that.
Because you are one.
I'm gonna start calling people that for no reason. What's up, stupid cow? Stupid cow. You think your son won't show up to the wedding because you're not gonna be there, bro? If he didn't, good. Like she said, good. If he didn't show up because you weren't there, good. Bye. Got a new husband. Because why isn't he showing up? Because you walked in wearing white and the daughter-in-law was upset with you, or the wife was upset with you? Newsflash, buddy. You're in the wrong.
Impossible!
Even if she came at you right away like,
Why are you wearing white?
like upset, yelling at you, it's warranted here. It's the wedding. It's stressful. You are in the wrong. God, I hate it. I hate it. I don't understand. I hate it and I love it though, because it's so funny.
Freak!
I don't know. I don't get it. But hey, at least she's not coming in, or at least she said so. Maybe she actually showed up. If this is real, once again,
in the mud.
I don't trust any of these videos. Who's recording? Maybe a bridesmaid. But it just seems too good, too juicy to be real. But fuck you. I feel like she still showed up to the wedding. Ew, I just spit. I feel like she still showed up to the wedding. But if you don't, good. If Katie told me that this happened and there was video proof, I'd be like, okay, good. I'm glad this wedding's gonna be fucking lit. I don't want a woman like that at my wedding. I don't want my mom who's acting like that at my wedding. Easy as that. But the husband will probably be like, Mommy, no! Mommy's not gonna be at the wedding. I was supposed to secretly marry my mommy. Obviously, violence isn't the answer, but this is what you should have done. You guys like this poster? I guess it's good that it's covered because it's kind of like reflecting the screen off of it, I guess. Is this one doing it too? I'm actually getting this poster, but bigger. I rebought it because I already had this one, but I bought this and it's bigger. So check out these two. Check out those guys. It's fire. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. Look who it is though. Can you focus? Can you focus? Can you focus, please? Can you focus, please? Can you focus, please?
What did you just say?
That I'm bringing the kids to my mom because she wants to see them.
You're not bringing no kids to your mom. You're not bringing the kids over. Do you want the kids around somebody that talks poorly about their mother all the time?
I'm not gonna let her do that.
I will
anymore.
never put my kids in a room with someone that talks poorly about the woman that has created them. It will never happen.
Everything's gonna be solved. But, you know, she wants to see them. She misses the
She doesn't get that. She doesn't get...
What? Why is there this inner turmoil with mama's boys when their wife is getting talked down to, treated badly by their mother? They're like,
No, stop, I can't. Oh my god. I can't stick up for my wife. I have to treat her poorly.
like always trying to come up with some excuse or be like, oh, it's gonna be okay, it'll get solved. Solve it now.
No.
Fix it right now.
She doesn't get that privilege. She doesn't get that privilege anymore.
That's-
She doesn't get that privilege anymore. You either put her
Those
in
are her grandkids.
Poor excuse of a grandmother for her to even...
And it's her kids. I understand it's your kids, but why are you defending her so much? And it would be different if he was like,
she's not treating you poorly.
but he's not even saying that, you know, and obviously if he said that he could have been lying, but he's not even trying to say that. So it just seems to prove the fact that the mom is treating her poorly. And he's like, well, I'm gonna reward her. You know, it's like a dog. Giving her a treat for being a bad dog. Bad dog. You can't reward her for the bad things she's doing. Oh, you're treating my wife like shit? Here are the kids.
Good boy.
How do you want to set that example? I'm pretty sure she just said it. God, am I even listening? To her, to your kids, that their mom can get talked down to. What example do you think that's going to set?
The right
oh,
one.
it's her grandkids. Oh, then be nice to their mother.
No.
Call them her grandkids. That's hilarious. You either put her in her place, or you just cut her off completely. That's if you care about your family.
I am putting her in her place.
You are putting her in her place?
Yeah, I'm not letting her come over here.
Jaime, you know what? I'm just gonna take the kids and I'm gonna go. When you figure...
Where are you gonna go?
When you,
What are you talking about?
don't worry about it.
You're not going anywhere with my kids.
With your kid.
Like a little, it's like a little at the end. I'm uncomfortable. I don't like fighting like that, guys. Makes me uncomfortable. I'm sure you've told him this 100 times, and good. Don't give him another chance. Of course, if you want to give him another chance, but like you've given him so many chances. You were literally giving him a chance right there, and he said, I am putting her in her place. She's not allowed to come here because you won't let her. Fucking bitch. And she knows it's you, and I told her, yeah, you're the reason that she's not allowed here. I told her that while she was holding me close and whispering sweet songs. I told her that as she tucked me in for Betty Boys.
Stop it.
Look, it's just stick up for your wife. Why do you allow it when the mom is rude? It's so easy. You're afraid of corrupting your relationship with your mom. If it gets corrupted, that's your fucking mom's
Don't
fault.
say
I
it
understand
about
it's
my
not,
mommy.
it's easier said than done. You know, it's just, you don't want to lose your mom, you don't want to upset your mom, but You're upsetting your wife, who's in the right. It's different if your wife is in the wrong. She's not. You're upsetting your wife who's in the right, the mother of your kids. Your kids, I think, should be put above your mom,
No, you should
especially
hate
if your
your
mom's in the
kids.
wrong. I just don't get it. I don't get it, obviously, because I'm not a mama's boy like that, but
Sure.
I just don't get it. Why are they always like,
Oh, I'm gonna do something. I'm doing something about it. I swear. Just let her see the kids. Just let her treat you like trash. It's your fault.
how I traumatized my baby-grabbing mother-in-law. My ex-mother-in-law was ex-mother-in-law. Did you break up with her? My ex-mother-in-law was a passive nightmare who witnessed her son abusing me and did nothing. Okay, now it's like not funny. Now I ruined it. She was no help, but as soon as we were out and around people, she would all of a sudden want to be grandma of the year and grab my baby out of my arms and not give her back. Just holding her nonstop and pass her around, even if she cried, she would literally not take no for an answer and just grab the baby and pull her until I got scared and let go as to not injure her. This was my first baby, and you know how being postpartum makes you vulnerable. I got you, girl.
You're the only one laughing.
My ex was never a help and just said, I'm staying out of it. I hate. I mean, who doesn't? So what's even the point? It's just the whole, like, needing to look good in public. Why? Why do you need to look good in public, but then you're terrible behind closed doors? It's gotta be like something psychotic, because why do you pretend to be like this good person? So people are looking at you and you're like, oh my God, she's the best. God. Then why not just be the best?
Never.
If it feels good for people to look at you and be like, that person's the best, that person's awesome, that person's nice, then just be nice.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Believe it or not, it feels good to be nice. Obviously, you're in a bad mood sometimes and you're not always gonna be nice, but when you can be nice, just be nice.
No.
When you're in a bad mood, still don't be mean. After a few times, something in me snapped. I have to admit, I see myself as a kind person, but with a mean side underneath. Arr. I went to an all-woman gathering with members of her family that came from all over the country for a visit. Mother-in-law is hovering like crazy, telling me, not asking, to give her my baby so I can eat in peace, have fun, go to the toilet. I keep brushing her off. The moment I sit down, she almost dives on me in my little one.
Good job.
And you guys, it was beautiful. I try to softly resist her saying, no, mother-in-law, please, let go. Do you think she actually said that? No, mother-in-law, stop, mother-in-law. That's what she calls her, that's her name. Mother-in-law, stop. Sorry, that's not as funny. No, it is funny. Come on, it's funny, guys, come on. Don't kid yourself. She's using force to get my baby out of my arms. Baby starts crying because she doesn't want to be removed from me, and I took my shot. I started wailing as loud as I could. Oh my God, mother-in-law, what are you doing? I would scream if I could, but I have neighbors now. Yeah, I'm a grown-up. I'll whisper scream. Oh my God, mother-in-law, what are you doing? You're hurting my baby. Stop pulling. What are you doing? You're breaking her arm. What is wrong with you? Everyone fell silent and was watching her. She recoiled like my baby was electrically charged. But I didn't stop. Oh no. Baby was still crying, so I started sobbing, yelling that I needed to go to a doctor with her. Why do you always do this? I told you to stop hurting her so many times. I left the party. A win to begin with, since I was only invited to pass my baby around to begin with. Called my ex and told him his psycho mom ripped my baby so hard on my arm she injured her, and I was going to the doctor. I also told him it was all his fault for being such a mommy's boy and not defending her, so this was on him. Baby was by then fed and sleeping comfy in the back seat. Went to the doctor where, surprise, surprise, she was luckily all fine. That was the only time my ex actually yelled at his mom, and she never even went close to me when I held the baby after that. Aw, so he cares about the baby? Oh, take him back! No, abuse isn't funny, and I'm sorry if you've been in an abusive relationship. I'm safe away from both of them now. You might all think I'm crazy, but the awful things they did to me and my baby before I saw an opening to run. That sounded weird, but I get what she's saying. So yeah, that's my story. Just putting it out there in case someone needs some inspiration. Why would I think you're crazy, bro? You're doing it for the baby. Come on, guys. You're doing it for yourself, bro. I don't think you're crazy. Good for you. You get her. Get her. Get her. It feels weird. Like I can't yell anymore.
We're free.
My whole thing is yelling. That's my whole personality, guys. But there's people. Is this the end? Are you guys all gonna unsubscribe? You should. It's nice that you can figure out a way out of it, and it sucks for the people that are just stuck in these shitty situations. I'm very happy for you. I'm happy you're out of this. And if you're just in this situation at all, I mean, what do you do? Because the mother-in-law is not abusive, right? What are you supposed to do in this situation? You can't call the police and say, I'm getting abused by my mother-in-law when she's just being mean and being nice in public. So it's nice to find a way out of it. I mean, try your best to get out of it, but sometimes you can't because you have the kid, you need the money, or you don't have the money to go away, or you're just stuck. It's a shitty situation all around. I'm happy you got out of it, though. And I'm sorry if you're stuck in these situations. in general. I hate people. The boyfriend probably only screamed at his mom because it made him look bad, which is just so fucked.
No.
He probably doesn't care about the baby,
No,
because
that's
if he
not
cared about the baby,
true.
why is he abusive to you? You know, I don't know. Stupid. Stupid pissed me off. Let's move on.
No, it's too much. It's too much. It's too tarty chicken.
Roll everything.
I'm not Hannah. I bloody paid for this wedding. I want it to be right.
Marrying me is not.
Is this real? Anytime someone's recording, like, is it real? This is why you don't let anyone pay for anything. I just, even if they're good people, no, obviously people can pay for stuff to be nice, but really using it against them, I hate when people use it against you like that, bro.
Do you like anything?
You're paying for it as a gift, so it means nothing. Nothing. It's their
I
wedding.
think that means it's about
I'm sure
the
you
mom.
offer to pay for it, unless they begged you to pay for it. But even then, you don't say that, bro. Her makeup can look however the fuck it wants, bro. It has nothing to do with you. I hate when people just do what they
You
want.
hate when people are happy.
You know what I'm trying to say? In this instance, how she just does it without even thinking about others. She's only thinking about herself, like just wiping the makeup off. Oh, that pisses me off, dude. You should knock her out.
Chill.
Marrying me is not marrying you. This is what he likes on me.
Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't.
She's getting married in
Oh my god,
20
oh my
minutes.
god, I hate her, I hate her, I hate her, I hate her. How would you know what he likes for makeup? How the fuck would you know? No, he doesn't. He likes me. He likes the makeup I have. Her face when she said, he's marrying me, not you. She's like, oh, don't remind me. Don't say that again. When a mom just thinks she knows everything about her kids just because she's the mom, of course you know things that other people don't. They're your kids, of course, but you don't know everything.
What?
Stop acting like you're always in the right. Oh, that pisses me off so much. I hate when people think that. God, guys, I'm gonna freak out. I'm like, you know how much the makeup costs if she did it? Oh, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You're not entitled to anything. Fuck you. You think you can hurt me? This is the dress my fiance's mother brought for our wedding. Okay. Come on. Come on, and who's with her taking these pictures? Oh, the friend. And the friend isn't like stopping her. The friend's behind the camera like,
You look so beautiful, you're gonna steal the show. Your son is gonna fall in love with you.
she's like my new phone case. Can you focus for 1 second of your life? Like, no one can talk some sense into you? I mean, there's nothing really to say about this. If you look at this and think it's cool, you're right, because she looks fire. Thank you.
You just completely stole our moments.
No, come on then.
This was right. This is our baby.
Don't
And the journey. It's not like I'm worried. I just want to.
Like, stop interrupting, bro. I understand if you want to, like, keep the peace right now, but stop interrupting. Just let her stand up for herself. Is this real, though?
Bro,
I feel like
shut
I've seen
up!
this mom before. Have I seen this video before? Maybe I have. We're gonna watch it anyways.
That's because I don't think this was right.
I'm excited that you have your baby.
You didn't allow him to hook me. I'm his wife. You didn't allow him to hook me.
Yeah.
You got me up sure every day, like what's the problem?
Yes, but then we just found out we're gonna have a little baby girl.
It's fine, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
just want to get that it's my first friend.
Stop saying it's fine. She's the one who's upset, bro. Shut up. Sorry, but seriously.
Come on, everyone's happy. Come on, let's.
No, I'm gonna minute, no. Go on.
I don't think this is right because you just literally threw yourself at Dane, ended up on the sofa. He couldn't even like hug me.
Right, listen, are you a little bit hormonal?
Oh,
Well, don't
please
Why is everyone staring at me and attacking me? Look, honestly, we're having a nice day. We'll tidy up and
You know, like you said, we've had a nice day. We've had a nice day, and I'm done with this. I'm done with it.
Stop filming it. Yeah, that's what you'd want to say to make it sound like it's
Nice
it's
detective
real.
skills,
Yeah.
dumbass.
Look, I could see how you'd see this and think, oh, it's not that big of a deal that she hugged him first. I could see that. I'm not saying anyone is saying that, but I could see it. If anyone did come to her defense,
Grow
But
up.
she's upset, valid. She calmly walked over, stated why she was upset, valid. The mom is like, oh, what? You get to hug him every day. That's clearly not what she's saying. Come on, come on. She's just saying that you stole their moment. You should have let them have their moment. So many mother-in-laws do this that you can't tell if it's a skit or not because it's happened so many times. But husband, boyfriend, whatever. Stop trying to stop it. Stick up for her. Hey, Mom, you should have let us hug first. It's just the principle of the thing. I wanted to hug her first. Hey, Mom, don't say that she's hormonal. All right, Mom, get out. You gotta stick up for your wife, bro. Come on. I don't know, guys. I don't know what more I can say. It's just...
So you're gonna shut up?
Proceeds to talk for 10 more minutes. Good for you for sticking up for yourself, bro. This is what we like to see. And she just has the audacity to be like,
Why is everyone looking at me like I'm in the wrong? I'm not. Everyone's looking at me like I'm in the wrong? Impossible, I must be in the right. You're hormonal.
as if you've never been pregnant. You're probably using that as an excuse. I've been pregnant, I understand. I used to be a stupid, annoying little dummy like you.
The way you thought that was funny.
Hi, Wilson. Hello, buddy. Wilson, what do you think? That was good, buddy. That was good. I just think it's silly as a mom, too, to not understand where you're in the wrong. To not understand that you... to not see this and not think back when you were pregnant. Would you want this to happen? You just don't realize because you have this son now and you're just so infatuated with him. I understand excitement. Of course, it's completely okay. You're excited. You're going to have a grandbaby. And maybe you can't contain your excitement, but then apologize.
Never!
Apologize. Sorry, you're right. I should have let you have this moment. That's all you got to do. I keep saying it, but I know it's not super easy to stick up to someone, especially when you've been raised as like a mama's boy. You weren't raised to be like that, but you have to. You can't just let your wife be walked over. You can't let your wife be treated poorly.
Come on.
You have to stand up for her. Oh, but what if she's in the wrong? Okay, then yeah, you let her know she's in the wrong. But your wife wasn't in the wrong there. It's completely valid to feel that way. Come on. Mother-in-law moved in, and now I can't wait to move out, but it will leave her and my fiance in a serious financial bind. Throwaway because my fiance follows my main. Me, female 29, and my ex, fiance, male 27, have been living together for about 1.5 years. Fiance got his undergraduate degree, worked for a couple years, and then decided to get an MBA, which is how he ended up in our city. We moved in together after he finished his MBA program. Oh my god, his baseball program? Good one. Fiance is from the Midwest, and his mom has always wanted him to move back. When he told her he was staying here, she was heartbroken. Oh. No, see, that's valid. You can be upset that your son is moving away. I'll allow that.
Boo.
I went to college and got my degree in a STEM field. After I graduated, I got a job with my current company and moved to the city where we currently live. It's a big international company with multiple locations in the US and international. I love my job, I like the company I work for, and the pay is pretty good. All in all, a pretty good deal. During COVID, my office shut down, we all went work from home. After COVID, they decided not to reopen this office, so I've been working 100% work from home since early 2020. I currently make considerably more than him.
Yeah, get him!
Mainly because I've been working for 7 years and I'm in tech. Damn, literally no need to flex on him. I guess maybe it'll come in later. Imagine it doesn't, and she just said that.
You currently make more than him. Literally has nothing to do with it. Just wanted you guys to know that. And he's a fucking loser.
No, I'm just kidding. Who cares who makes more money? Why does it literally matter at all?
Stay on topic.
I'm not like digging at her for that. I'm just saying in general. If you ever cared, like, oh, it's like a competition between you and your wife. Who gives a fuck? I've been living by myself in a 1-bedroom apartment and just had my office set up in the living room since it was just me. When we moved in together, we decided to get a 2-bedroom apartment so I could use the extra room as an office. Because of this, I was paying 2/3 of the rent and he paid 1/3. We split everything else 50-50. So the problem started this past May. Fiance's mom told him she wanted to move to our city to be closer to him. She asked if she could stay with us while she looked for a job and got settled. She's a teacher, so I figured she'd be able to get a teaching job pretty quickly. Because of that, I didn't really mind her staying with us, as I figured it would just be for a couple months over the summer. Since I thought it would only be for a couple months, I moved my office into a corner of her bedroom and fiance bought a bed to put in the second bedroom. The problem is she never applied for any teaching positions and has been living with us for 6 months now. Really didn't see that coming. I mean, as the person that she already is, did she not give any signs that this is what she was gonna do? I feel like she misses her son, she's moving to be closer to him. I feel like this was exactly what she was gonna do. Get in between you guys, maybe kiss him on the lips while she's there. I don't think it's ever good to live with your significant other's parents, like all together like that. Unless you have to. Of course, if they need help, if they need to stay with you for a little bit, of course. But if it's just like for whatever reason, or if they're overstaying, they're welcome.
Yeah, fuck family.
Of course, if like one of them's sick and you're just living together, or they're older and you're helping taking care of them, of course, yes. But if they're just doing it to stay with you for a little bit and they stay a while, too long, forever, I don't think it's good for the relationship. Like I said, if money's tight or just for any other reason you need to. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying for the relationship-wise, I don't think it's good to live with your significant other's parents. Or your parents with your significant other. It's just not good for the relationship. You need to be apart. You need to be separated. Maybe if you have top floor and they have bottom floor, if you're able to get that. But like living together every day, I just feel like that would be a pain. And wouldn't you be uncomfortable? You know, if you want to just like enjoy time with your significant other and their parents are there. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm trying to say? You freaks. But seriously, so I would have said no right away. Oh, you need to stay with us for a little bit?
We
No.
have nowhere else.
Aw. She and I have been struggling with each other ever since she moved in. I can't make her understand that I work full time. She constantly interrupts while I'm working, which is bad enough, but she even interrupts when I'm on team calls. She always asks me to take her places because she doesn't like to drive in our city. She has pretty outdated views of gender roles and is constantly giving me a hard time for not doing more around the house and making fiance help with chores, do his own laundry, etc. She gives you a hard time for making him help around the house. Oh my god, bro. So she's one of those. So you're paying more working from home full time, and she wants you to also do everything around the house.
She's right.
And suck, please stop, her son's toes for him. The constant criticism and insults are just really wearing me down, and I hate having my office shoved in a corner of a bedroom. Oh my god, I forgot about that you're in the bedroom. Like, what is she, just sleeping and you're working? Or she's just in the room, like, just chilling while you're working? Oh my god, that'd be so infuriating. And what do you mean, like, she doesn't get that you work full time? Like, she just walks in, she's like, hey, you're like on the team call? Yeah, so I was thinking that maybe if we moved the plan to next Friday instead, it would allow all of us to allocate more of our time to it and to this. Back in September, I told my fiance that since it looks like his mom is going to stay a while, we should split the rent 3 ways. He told me she can't afford that. He told me she can't afford that since she has to conserve money until she gets a job. I told him I wasn't happy paying extra for a bedroom I can't use, so finally he said we could do a 50-50 split. I could afford to pay the extra, but I hate the idea of funding her lifestyle. Every time I complain about her or the situation, he says he agrees but doesn't know what to do because he can't kick out his mom. Really? And he won't talk to her about the way she treats me or how she behaves. When I ask what the long-term plan is, he just says he doesn't know. I thought about giving him an ultimatum to tell her she has to leave, but I think he'd just end up resenting me for essentially putting his mom on the street. How is that your fault, bro? So this husband, you need to leave him.
Yeah.
You expressed your concerns, communicated with him, and he's not doing anything about it. That's when you leave him. Doesn't know what to do because he can't kick out his mom. Yes, he can. If this were my mom, goodbye. Goodbye. Why are you still here? Get out. Bye. Get a job.
Says you.
You give her the ultimatum. You have 1 more week. Better have a job in a week. No, of course you can be nice about it, but at some point you gotta do something. If this were really my mom staying there for too long, and for some reason I didn't notice that it was bothering my wife. Oh, why did you pause? Were you gonna say husband? No, I was gonna say Katie. Anyways, I would say something to my mom and say, hey, you gotta get a job or get out of here because we want to be alone. Especially if my wife brought up the concern to me. Simple as that. And then if it's still taking a while, I'd say you need to get out of here now. You have 1 week, you have 1 day, get out. What is it with like guys being so afraid to just, is it even afraid? I think it's afraid, like they're afraid to stand up to the mom, but why? Are they afraid or they just love the mom too much? I think there's like a split. There's people that are afraid to stand up to the mom, but then there's people that just don't want to because they love them too much.
Ew!
Not like that, though.
Make that
freaks.
joke again.
So one of my girlfriends is losing her roommate at the end of February. Our lease renews June 1st. I'm very strongly considering moving out of our current apartment and moving in with her. I can afford to pay my part of rent on our current apartment and also have to rent at my friend's apartment. It is not ideal, but I'm not a big spender, so it's doable. The issue is, if he and his mom aren't able to pay for 1/3 rent each, there is no way they could cover the whole thing on their own. But I can't live like this anymore. So I'm pretty sure that this is what I'll do, but I wanted to see what others thought. That's crazy, bro. If you like threaten to go or just say you're gonna go and he doesn't care or doesn't like fix things, like if Katie was like, oh, I'm gonna move in with a friend, but I'll still pay rent here, and I'm just like, okay, as long as me and mommy get to live together, so me and mommy can have the bedroom. Sorry.
No, you're not.
Oh, yippee! Me and mommy can finally have a wound. I'm not gonna elaborate anymore because there's an update, so we're just gonna go to the update. I started off trying to reply to everyone's comments and keep up, but honestly, I just got completely overwhelmed with all the comments. Aw, I'm kidding. First off, I want to thank everyone for their feedback in the comments, even the ones that were kind of harsh. Actually, probably especially the ones that were kind of harsh. I really needed some tough love to make me realize that I was letting my soon-to-be ex and his mom take advantage of me. The more comments I read, the more pissed off I got. Sorry, I'm such a jerk when people make spelling mistakes. Like, as if I don't. If you guys saw me spell, you would learn that I don't know how to spell.
Okay.
I have to look up words all the time, so I have no right making fun of people making spelling mistakes. Especially if this isn't their first language, because English is my first and only language. And I mess up all the time. Anyways, the more comments I read, the more pissed off I got. Honestly, I think I'm more pissed at myself for allowing this to happen and not advocating for myself more. This past weekend, I got my soon-to-be ex alone so we could talk, which was actually harder than it should have been because his mom always tries to tag along when we do anything. Going through all the comments everyone left and the PMs people sent me really helped me decide how to approach this. And also brought up a lot of good questions I should have thought myself. Back to the discussion with the ex, I wanted to give him one more chance to pick us over his mom. Not because I thought he would, but because I wanted to be able to tell myself I gave him the opportunity. I explained again about how unhappy I am with the situation, how it's affecting my work because of her constant interruptions, and just being unhappy and uncomfortable, that I'm forced to work out of a corner in our bedroom. Oh, you're working in your own bedroom.
Ding, 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 idiot.
That makes more sense. I thought you were just working with the mother-in-law. That makes a lot more sense. So the husband is sleeping while you're working. Does he have a job? He does, right? Yeah, obviously he has a job, yeah. And I reminded him that until a few months ago, I was paying the majority of the rent, and being that I make so much more than him, it's really my salary that keeps us all afloat. And also I brought up, again, the way she treats me and talks to me, and he replied the same way he has been. He agrees it's not right how she acts, and that it's really uncomfortable for all of us. What the fuck? I don't care if she's uncomfortable. Yeah, what? Oh, it's uncomfortable for her. Yeah, because your wife is there, and she can't make out with you in front of her.
Please stop.
Sorry. Should I stop with those types of jokes? That's gross, right? But like, okay, so yeah, I'll stop for now. Unless like they're really like, they really do have a crush on their son. Previously I would have dropped it there, but this time I told him how angry and disappointed I was that he let me pay for 2/3 of the rent when she first moved, and how unfair it was that I'm still paying for half when there are 3 people living there and she is the only one with her own bedroom. It was the same story. She has to conserve money since she doesn't have the income currently. Whose fault is that? Which brought up the question of where all her stuff went when she moved. What money does she use for incidentals? So evidently, when she got divorced, she asked for the divorce after my ex went off to college. Doesn't sound like her husband, ex's dad, wanted the divorce. His dad brought her out of the equity in the house. Ex didn't have any idea how much that was or how much is left. But until she moved here, she was working full-time as a teacher and living in a small apartment, so she should not have had to tap into the divorce settlement money very much. Other than that, Ex didn't have much insight into her finances other than what she told him, that she has to conserve money. So she's rich. Imagine she's loaded, bro. She's fucking loaded, and she's just doing this for the game, for the love of the game. That's sick. I told him straight up that I'm moving out before the end of the month, and from now on I'm only paying 25%, as some of the commenters pointed out. She has a whole bedroom while I have to share with a man-child. She called you a man-child, it's over, bro. So she should have to pay twice as much. And after I move out, I'm not paying for anything else. No utilities, no food, nothing other than rent. I have a pretty good idea what his finances are like, and if he has to pay 75% of the rent all by himself, it's going to take a huge chunk of his net income. And after he pays utilities and buys groceries, there won't be anything left for incidentals. Rent was due on the 1st, but it's not late until after the 5th, so he has 2 days to come up with the money. If he doesn't come up with it and I end up covering, then I'll reduce the amount I pay in future months. The only reason I'm going to keep paying any of the rent is even after I move out, I'm still on the hook. I talked to the leasing office and they explained that since X and I signed a single rental agreement together, one contract we both signed as opposed to 2 contracts we signed individually, we both are responsible for the rent. That's what I was assuming. I was gonna say like,
oh, why pay it at all?
But like, that makes sense. We are both responsible for the rent. They don't care who actually pays it as long as it gets paid. The only alternative would be if he agreed to sign a new lease by himself or together with his mom. But in all likelihood, he wouldn't be able to pass the credit check on his own. So I'm kind of stuck. I don't think he'll do anything stupid though, because he's gonna need to find someplace to live after all this, and a collection on his credit report wouldn't be good.
Oh no!
I also told him that I'm going to find someplace to work during the day until I move so she can't bother me. My friend I'm moving in with said I could work there during the day since she and her current roommate have in-person 9-to-5s. I took her up on that for now. After living with his mom, I'm not about to overstay my welcome, so I'm going to find some other options that I can rotate through. Someone suggested checking out the public library, or if it comes to it, I'll get a membership at one of those WeWork kind of places. Just in case, I brought my important papers, files, valuables, and my friend is storing them for me until I move on. Damn, this is a lot of reading, guys. Whew, my life is so hard. Guys, reading sure is hard, guys. You wouldn't get it. I don't know, like what you guys have to do, but reading. He really didn't take it well. The surprising thing to me is that he was surprised by everything. He seemed really shocked that I wasn't prioritizing his mom. I really got the feeling that he sincerely believed I wanted to take care of her as much as him, and he kept saying stuff like, what about my mom? What am I gonna tell her? That's how she is, but we still need to help her, etc. So he was saying that instead of what about us? Katie says this to me, I'm gonna say, what? What? So I finally get to date my mom?
Should I stop with those types of jokes? That's gross, right? So, okay, so yeah, I'll stop.
I'm gonna say, what? I want to be with you. Let me kick my mom the fuck out right now. I'm so sorry that I've been a man-child. I'm no longer a man-child. She's gone. I already kicked her out. Threw her out the window. But he's asking about his mom still? You can't blame him. You can. But you can also mostly blame the mom for raising him to be this way. Raising him to be a mama's boy. Like a severe mama's boy. You could be a mama's boy and that's fine. But this is like a mommy's boy, you know? Mommy. You know, like that. Mommy. Mommy, lift me up. At 35 years old, Mommy, please lift me up. Mommy, I'm thirsty. He asked about our relationship and the engagement. I told him after I move out, I need some space from him. In a few months, when we both had some time, space to process what happened, if we both agree, we can talk about the relationship. But he'd have to prove that he's going to have my back going forward and will set boundaries with his mom. I told him that just to avoid more drama, but I don't see a future in which we are together. Damn. I told him he needs to tell his mom because she's not my responsibility or problem, and she'll know something's up when I start moving my stuff out. He hasn't told her what's going on yet, but this weekend I'm going to start moving things, so he really doesn't have much time. My friend's current roommate starts a new job in another state on the 3rd, so in reality I can probably move in like 2 to 3 weeks, just depending on when she actually leaves. I don't expect him to do anything bad other than sulk and complain, but if he does something stupid or doesn't pay his part of the rent, the ace up my sleeve is that I'll tell the leasing office his mom moved in, which is prohibited in the lease. Honestly, getting evicted would solve a lot of my problems right now, so it's a pretty valid threat, I think. It is nice, but that would fuck you a little bit, right? But it is a good backup plan. Yeah. Now that I've mentally and emotionally separated myself from him and his mom, I'm looking forward to her reaction when he tells her what's going on. If it gets too ugly, I'll find a cheap Airbnb or hotel or something. I've had some friends, including the one I'm moving in with, offer to let me couch surf for a few weeks, but I just can't do that to someone else. So that's it. I'm leaving, and I really don't care how it affects them. Boom. I gotta say, like, your friend is awesome for this, for helping you out through this. Good for you. Must be nice to have friends. And before I continue to talk even more, there's another update. No! Should I just not give you guys the update? That would be so evil of me, right? Oh my god, I just realized this subreddit was created on my birthday in 2015. Now you guys know my birthday. Say happy birthday. Thank you. Hey everyone, I've been getting a lot of requests for the updates, so I just wanted to let everyone know how it went when my ex's mom found out about me not covering all the rent and moving out. Last week I started working out at my friend's apartment, the one I'm moving in with, so I didn't see ex's mom on Monday. Tuesday around lunch, she sent me a text asking where I was. I told her I was working and I'd be home late tonight. She replied that ex told her I wasn't going to be contributing as much, so she had to loan him money for rent. That wasn't a surprise to me, so I just replied with a emoji. I had plans with my friend and her roommate, who I'm also friends with, to go out for dinner and get some drinks, so by the time I got home, it was after midnight and ex's mom was already asleep. The fun started Wednesday morning. I was getting ready to go to work at my friend's place when my ex's mom stopped me and said we needed to discuss my financial situation. Wait. She lended him money. She loaned him money, so she had the money to pay rent and loaned him money. Okay. Because what is bro buying? Because if you knew about his finances and you said he had enough, what is bro buying that he didn't have enough to cover it himself? Especially with you covering all this rent for him. What is bro buying? Then she went on a whole tirade about her having to cover my part of the rent, me making foolish choices by going out to dinner when I couldn't even pay rent, I was irresponsible with money and inconsiderate of the impact it had on others, blah blah blah. She went on to say that if she was going to have to pay my share of the rent, that she expected me to do a better job of keeping on top of chores and keeping the apartment clean and organized. I told her I was moving out since obviously, sexy toy boy X hadn't told her yet. What does that mean? Stay-at-home boyfriend? I don't know.
You said it earlier.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. She seemed, I don't know, pleased with herself. All she had to say was, maybe that's for the best. I hate her.
I'm in love with her.
I hate her. I can't believe that, bro. You told her this? She's sitting there with a smirk. Oh no. No, you're moving out. No. No, don't go. No, don't leave, no. As she's unzipping his... When I got home that night, right off the bat, she wanted to talk. She said instead of me moving out, we could get a bigger apartment and that she'd be willing to help by paying. Okay, what, did she talk to her son? And he was like, no, Mom, I don't want her to leave. And she's like, ah, damn it. Fine, I'll talk to her since you won't because you're a man-child. Aw, how nice of her. The difference between a 2-bedroom and a 3-bedroom. Then we could go back to the arrangement X and I had before she moved in. Me paying 2/3 of the balance and him paying 1/3. Honestly, when she was saying this, I think my brain vapor locked. She made it sound like she was doing us a favor by offering to pay the increase in rent, or you could move out if you could pay. You could just move out and get a 1-bedroom and a job. Yeah, I said it.
What are you doing?
Apparently this man-child who tells his mom literally every single thing about our lives and relationship hadn't bothered to tell his mom how much I was actually contributing. It seems like once she discovered X wasn't paying for everything like she thought, she wasn't as excited about me moving out. That's so embarrassing that he's sitting there telling her like, yeah, I'm doing all this and she's not. She sucks, Mommy. She's the worst, Mommy. I tried to be polite and told her I'd already been giving notice to our apartment complex that I was moving out at the end of the month and already committed to move in with my friend. She kept pushing the issue and she said if she was willing to pay the difference, I should just stay because that would really be the best for everyone. By then, I was getting annoyed and told her that because of the way she's been acting and treating me, I had no interest in living with her anymore. That's when the best line of this whole dumpster fire came out of her mouth. She said she was worried I was taking advantage of her son, and if we had told her about our financial agreement, she would have been more understanding of why I wasn't keeping up with the apartment. I told her maybe a good lesson from this is to try to be nice to everyone in the future and not just the people you think can help you. And I asked her why she didn't help out more since she wasn't doing anything productive all day. She did not like either of these comments, and it got pretty hostile with both of us yelling at each other. How dare you say I should help around the house? I gave birth to my son.
You're allowed to be a horrible person.
How dare you say I should help around the house after you let me live here for free? How dare you? Finally, I told her I was going to inform the rental office that she had been living there contrary to the lease agreement because getting evicted would be worth it to see her living on the street. I grabbed my laptop and went to my friends. I didn't even bother packing an overnight bag. Next afternoon, Thursday, X texted me and said he had added his mom to the lease effective the first of the month and that she and his dad, I have no idea how that poor man got roped into this, would pay half the rent and X would pay the other half. Probably because he still loves her, because he said he didn't want the divorce. Probably because he still loves her and he's just like the son and he'll do anything she asked. The poor guy. There's people like that who just, even though they get backstabbed, I mean, it can happen to anyone, not just people like that, but you could get backstabbed by someone you really love and you'll just let them walk all over you. It's hard not to, I feel like, because I do it all the time. No, but I get it, you know? Sometimes it's hard when it's someone you love. Maybe he thinks he'll get her back. Or he just got roped into it because she like threatened him or like said, it's for our son, you gotta help our son. And like, maybe that's why he helped. I'm not saying he's like in love with her, he's just doing whatever she says. That has nothing to do with the story though. I confirmed with the property manager that I was off the lease and didn't have any further obligation. I got in an email, so I have a record. I put disconnect orders in for the utilities under my name and told him to call and set up accounts under his name. I'm going to lose the damage deposit. It goes to whoever is living there when the lease ends, but it's a small price to pay to be free. Yeah. On the way home, I stopped and got a new bunch of boxes to pack my stuff up. She was pretty hostile when I got home, and when we saw how much I was taking, she got worse. I ended up taking Friday off to finish packing, and on Saturday, I got some friends to help move the stuff to my new place. I'm going to pay my friends some rent for the next 2 weeks until the one moves out. They didn't want me to, but I'm not going to stay in someone's home and not contribute. Oh, almost like what she should have done. No! If nothing else, living with X and his mom taught me that. Last night, X and I got together and talked for the first time since Saturday. He said his mom is staying until June when the lease is up, and then she's moving back to their hometown. According to him, she just really didn't like living here, and that's why she didn't try to find a job. Then he asked how long a break I thought we should take. A few commenters gave me a hard time for stringing him along, so I was brutally honest and told him that I could not be with someone that allowed others to treat me the way he allowed his mom to treat me, and that I hoped he learned to stand on his own and establish some boundaries. He looked at me like he was going to cry and just got up and left. Oh, I feel bad. I'm just such an empath. So she got what she came for. She's sitting there. Excellent. Excellent. As far as I'm concerned, this whole thing is over and done. I'm going to call it a learning experience and be glad I found out how awful X's mom is before we got married. The thing that amazes me is the amount of damage this woman leaves in her wake and how utterly oblivious she is. She destroyed our engagement and relationship, is leaving X in a much worse financial position, pushed back her ex-husband's retirement, but I don't know how many years since now he likely has to pay off a mortgage or second mortgage. He had to get to pay her half of the equity, and she made my life hell for 6 months, and she's walking away completely unscathed. According to my ex, she's going back to her hometown and picking up her old teaching job. I'm thinking about going to visit my parents next week and working from their house. I want to tell them how boring and undramatic they are and how I'm so grateful for that and I love them for it. Lol. Wow. What a story. Damn. Good for you for getting out of it. Thanks for all the information. Maybe don't talk so much. Yeah, dude, she came in like a wrecking ball. Like, sorry. You really thought that was funny, but she really did. Like, she destroyed everything and just left. It's exactly what she wanted. She got literally everything she wanted, so good for her. Good for her. That was crazy. That was a crazy story, guys. Damn, that's crazy. That's my response. I've talked enough about it. Okay, we're done. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. We're done. I hope you enjoyed this video. Before I sign off, actually, let me give you a quick little tour of the place. Here's the office. There's Gojo. There's Wilson. Upgraded office. New posters. New shelf. Boom, boom, boom. Stairs. Closet. Beautiful kitchen. Beautiful kitchen. Bar cart. Bathroom. Bedroom. Dining room. Still hanging up posters. Paintings. Pet bowls. Living room. Living room. Wilson. Katie's office. Still hanging up stuff. Katie's not home right now, actually. She's at her real job. Does she even exist? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm very grateful for you. I really appreciate you guys. The likes, the comments, the subscribers. I appreciate all of it. I'm very grateful. Sorry if the energy was down a little bit or if the lighting's weird, yada, yada, yada. Except I'm not sorry. No, I want the energy to be up. I want you guys to enjoy these videos. So just moving in, you know, I want to figure things out. Guys, I just moved in, by the way. Guys, I just moved in. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll see you next video. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Don't be a bad mother-in-law. Yeah, that'll tell him. That'll teach you. That'll stop. I just solved the problem of bad mother-in-laws. I just solved the world's problems.